Hello everyone, it's Rachel J, and today we're going to be looking at making these little shrinky butterflies as earrings. I've been playing with shrinkies a lot lately, and I've been having a lot of fun with them. So let me show you some of what I've done. Okay, so I've gotten some printable shrinky paper, and I've done, Harry Potter charms and earrings. Some of my favorite book covers as earrings, you can see here. I've done floating charms. I've done borders. I've even, on this little package here, done some nice shrinkies. Come on. There we go. This is a two-piece that fit together afterwards, and this is a bit of border, and I thought it turned out quite nice. So anyway, today we're going to be doing the butterflies, and I'll tell you now, we are doing the lobster claws instead of the hooks, though you can do those if you choose. I do the lobster claws because I wear these little rings in my ears all the time. I never take them out because if I do, I will forget to put earrings in for weeks or months at a time, and my earring holes will start to close, and that's always a problem, right? So yeah, I've been making a lot of my earrings these days with the little claws, so I can literally just hook them into the rings. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to make one of these because I need a second one if I'm going to wear them today. So this here is actually a choker, which I will be wearing, and yeah, this is simple and really pretty. And yes, I made the choker too. Well, I didn't make the lace, I just attached it to these. Still counts, right? So let's go ahead and bundle this all together. Get started. And hopefully, fifth time will be a charm. Alright, so got my little piece of shrinky paper right here. And you're going to need a punch of your choice. I'm using butterflies because they're pretty. I never thought I'd be a butterfly kind of person, but here I am, butterfly person. You can't get through in one go, so pulse it. It'll cut a little more each time until it finally pops out. Don't just grab it and glom on and just keep squeezing. You will break off your handle, and you don't want to do that. So show it a little love. Pulse it. Okay, got these. Set this aside. Okay, we're going to put down some black so you can actually see it. Okay, so you can see what I have here. We are going to take this negative here, and we're going to cut away. Try and cut it evenly. It's hard to when it's semi-transparent. Trim off that little nip on the end. And we're just going to shorten this a little bit. Okay. Not perfectly symmetrical, but close enough. Get a bit of corner here. Now, after you've done this, you want to get the little tiny corners, because these are actually surprisingly pointy. And when it shrinks down, it thickens up, but it doesn't blunt those corners, so they end up being thick but pointy on a small scale, which can be uncomfortable in jewelry. Imagine wearing a pendant with lots of pointy corners to dig into your skin. You don't actually enjoy that. Oh, maybe some people do, but I don't. There we go. So we'll get these. And we're going back to something you can't really see again. These are from the most delicious cookies ever. And I saved the wrappers because they are wonderful. Let's do it on this side. Can we see on this side? Nope, too busy. They are wonderful for using for scrap projects where you just need something you can mess up and throw away. So you get two uses out of it. You get a delicious cookie you get to nibble, and then you get the wrapper to use for messy things, right? See that there? Okay, and then you hit the outer border of this one in random spots. Okay. There we go. Right, that is the spiced marmalade there. We'll switch over for another dumber. You can get these off Amazon. These are wonderfully useful. Okay, I hit the edges first, so they're super dark, and then I blend inwards. But I also go over those same edges again with black to make it pop out super dark. Wow, that was off-centered. A little better. Okay, then here you just hit the blanked areas, the ones you didn't hit with the marmalade, with the peacock. Normally I tend to go a little heavier on the peacock than I do the marmalade, but I had the marmalade out, so I did that first. Okay, right there. Ta-da! Okay, so that is our kind of patchwork style coloration there. And next up, for a bit of accent, is the black. Just hitting the very edge with this. You don't want it to be super dark, you just want it to really pop out at you. So that will be super noticeable. Staring, well, it disappears now, but that'll be super noticeable staring at you when it's shrunk down. Alright, so with this one, you want the black to be on the inside. Make like you're trying to fill in the butterfly. Like you're trying to stain the butterfly in reverse onto the paper. If you do that, you'll get just kind of the right amount of look on your template here. But yeah, see that? That's what you get. So I do like it a bit uneven, but that's just me. You can go for symmetrical if you want. I don't. Alright, let's put away this black. It's no longer needed. Okay. Last step in coloring is actually going to involve a good old-fashioned Sharpie. And you're going to go after this body section here and put any designs you want on the wings. Okay, so that gets colored in, and up here, roughly centered between and from here to here, from where the wing would end, right about there, between the two, that's where you end. You'll find the area that looks right to you. Okay, these are your targets, your bullseye. So we'll put a little dot down here and one here. But you're going to have to go back in and recolor these. But what I mean by your bullseyes, come on. Oh. Stupid pliers hooked in the drawer. Okay. So this is a rather small hole punch. This is like I think, 1/8 of an inch. Anyway, it's the perfect size for punching holes in these before you bake. And you gotta punch the holes before you bake. Otherwise, you can't punch the holes with your hole punch afterwards. They'll just be too thick and stiff and it just won't work. So aim for those little black dots you made and they're completely gone. Now you can darken them up if you want, or you can leave them blank. I'm just gonna stick a pen in here, go back and forth, and put the faintest bit of rainbow around it, like so. Alright, and one last dot to punch, or hole to punch I should say. That is right here. Try and be centered, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a little charm. Perfect is nice, but not a requirement for these. Alright, now, when you shrink these, you will put them in the oven at 325 to 350 for 1 to 3 minutes. It depends on your oven. It depends on the type of shrink paper you have. I've tried 350 or 325, and I found that when they shrink, they end up a little lopsided. I don't know why, but 350 tends to give me a more symmetrical result. And I will sit there and I will stare at them. I have a toaster oven. I literally set it up and I get my flashlight because there's no light, you can't see in. So I stand there with my little flashlight pointed at it and just sit there and stare at my toaster oven and watch it bake these, and then as soon as they're the way I want them, I pull them out. So, yeah, sometimes with the teeny tiny ones, the itty bitty floating charm size ones, those will take 1 minute. These might take 2.5. Anyway, right, so we're not going to go off and bake these. We're just going to take some that are already made. So I've got this one and this one here. Okay, because I need a mate to this bad boy. Okay, so I've got a bit of chain, and I just cut a random length and made sure I cut 2 the same. So this is how long does that look to be? That looks to be about 1.5 inches. That's not bad. All right, I've got my jump rings here. Come on. I'll need 1 big one for the big butterfly and 2 small ones. And then you can totally choose to put hooks on them. There are all different kinds of hooks out there. There are even post earrings that have loops on them that can be used as well. Just whatever you use, plan on using one of those rubber backs, an earring back. On the hook ones, I have lost those so many times because I haven't worn an earring back. So just pick up a packet of these. They're cheap. You can get them at Joann or Michael's, and you can get a lot of them for a very low price. So it's worth it to not lose your earrings that way. Put that away. Excuse me. All right. Open it up. See, that one I did shiny side out on the right, so we'll do this shiny side out on the left. And just drop the chain over it on you. Grab, bend. Yeah, finally figured out I was trying to use the wrong size ring on these big butterflies. That's why I was having so much trouble getting it on and getting the chain attached. Go figure. Right, down here. Okay, so we'll just set that like so. I'm just going to check here. When this is untwisted, shiny side and shiny side. Okay. And that is on shiny side left wing, so do shiny side right wing. Other side, other side. No, not bent enough. Come on, open wider. There we go. Feed it on. Grab it. Give it a close. There we go. Alright, now this was 7 rings up for the next bit. So grab this, open it up, and start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. And then we hook this on. And that gives us a nice little staggered butterfly there. And just like that, I've got my earrings. Come on. There we go. To go with my negative outline choker. Yeah. So if you decide you want to do the bigger ones or the little ones, the negatives, those can be very nice to use. They have their own subtle appeal, and it's so easy to just slip a ring in these. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to do the big jump rings because why not? Okay, I've got these, slide it in, and since we have them out, and I'm going to give them away, we're going to, see, this is going to hang sideways, right, oh, come on you go, clumsy fingers, grab it, come on, close it, and there, just like that, you've got an earring. That took me, what, a minute? Okay. And grab two backs, because you don't give a gift that's immediately going to get lost after they wear it for half an hour. Put it back around. Okay, there we go, just like that. Lots of different things you can do with it. If you want to do just a pendant with, say, this larger one here, I like this stretchy elastic cord. I love this stuff. I actually make it the size I want to wear it around my neck, and I do put a latch on it, but I usually don't use it. I usually just stretch it off over my head, and I really love that I can do that. So, you just get your pendant and you feed it on, and you put the other end of your latch on, and you do a tie down, 2 ties to hold it flat and give the right look, and it comes out great. It's really simple, but really, really fun, and it looks nice. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed these, and I hope you will give these a try, because, yeah, especially the printed ones. You can do so much with the printed ones. Just remember, if you are going to do the printed Shrinkies, lighten the color. See this one? It turned out perfect. One of my favorite books, Jeannie Koch, Kissed by Honey Alien series. This one I didn't lighten enough. I lightened it a little, but not nearly enough, and you can see the difference. This is almost too dark to make out. So make sure, if you get the inkjet printer-friendly Shrinky paper, you most definitely have to lighten the picture, or it will be too dark to make out. Even a picture that is light to begin with, lighten it a little more if you want it to be recognizable. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll try it and have a nice day.